Yo. If you hear me good, let me get a thumbs up before we get started. To make sure y'all get all this good information we got going tonight. I'm Carlo, Big Trust. Jay Will, what's up? Bruno, what's up? Devin, what's up? Like Father, like Son, what's good? Rob Smoke. We 10 deep in here so far. You know, we're a small channel. We get good content. We gonna grow. Patience is a virtue. Welcome back to Friday Night Vibes. I'm Coach Evans here. You know, what we're going to do is go through a few questions from subscribers that I have. And then we're going to give you my mock draft, my first round mock draft. Tuesday, you'll get my 4-round Ravens mock draft. But today, you're going to get, you know, the first round, all 32 picks in the first round. Now, I'm going to have a little reasoning to kind of go with, you know, with who I have. And so what I'm gonna do with this is I'm not gonna do any trades. The one Tuesday I have the Ravens pick at 28 and possibly there'll be some trades, but that's what's gonna happen tonight. So what I want to start off with is I had my purple Kool-Aid, but that's gone, so I guess I need a refill. I get that when we finish. Without further ado, let's jump into these questions from subscribers. Elbert was good. Tone Smoke, what's up? Jay Will, I hit you. Yeah, what's good? So let's run it. And Jay Will, I saw your questions in the community board, so I'm gonna try to get to them after I finish the guys that emailed me. All right. So let's start. Let's get started. Let's see how I get there. There we go. First question is from Bruno. He says, what position do you think we will for sure double down on the draft this year? I'm looking at receiver, but I think linebacker has a good chance of getting a double deal. I think edge and receiver. No, I'm sorry. Linebacker and receiver gonna get a double deal. I think linebacker and receiver gonna go get a double deal. And that linebacker, I wouldn't mind the combination of Queen, Murray, Gay, Dye. There's one more. Queen, Murray, Gay, Dye. No, those four. I wouldn't mind any combination of those four. Even though, you know, we may get somebody else and they may be a solid player. But if I'm giving you my 4 linebackers that I want on the team. Queen, Murray, Gay, Dye. And I guess I could throw Malik Harrison in there. And if we get Malik Harrison, we definitely got to have a guy that can move. Because Malik's a box banger guy. And we need somebody else that can potentially cover at least zone coverage, at least dropping, you know, and getting past the lanes on slants and, you know, protect the middle. And if we do some kind of Tampa 2 type deal, we at least got to have guys that can do that. But if we get Malik, I think the guy that matches up with Malik well is Troy Dye. And if we get Murray or Queen, you can get a combination of those other guys that would fit well also. But if we have to get Malik, I think the guy that matches up well with Malik is Troy Dye. But if you take Malik out, those other 4 guys I think will complement each other because they do a good job of playing the run and the pass. All right. Second question from Bruno. What day 2 tackles do you think could slide into guard for us? He's looking at Ben Barch and Isaiah Wilson. What traits do you look at for those tackles that project well at guard? I was in C's when EDC mentioned it. I think EDC is looking at a first round guy to maybe move in the guard. I really do. But second round guys, I think the kid from Houston may go late first, if not second round. But I think that's who DeCosta has an eye on, the kid from Houston. I don't like Mutai, but I know he's a guard. Everybody knows I love Cushenberry. Ruiz is growing on me. He's a center. Um, it's just those 4 or 5 first tackles are hard to. It was hard to watch them and then look at somebody else and maybe move them inside. And I got a message from somebody today telling me to look at the right tackle and right guard from Louisiana Lafayette. But it's just tough to project a position move like that. And I think those upper tier level guys can do it, like Worths and forget the big kid name for Louisville, and kid from Georgia, I think it's Thomas. I think that first 4 or 5 tackles could maybe move in and do that, but it's tough to project those day 2 guys that can move in and do well, because it's a different set of skills playing tackle and guard. The skill set between guard and center is close, but playing tackle is a totally different deal. And that means if you're a guard trying to play tackle, or if you're a tackle trying to play, and that skill set is totally different. It's totally different. You have to be a lot stronger. I'm not saying you don't have to be strong to play tackle, but you got to be a lot stronger to play guard and center. You got to be a lot stronger to tackle. Tackle, you can kind of work with technique and some kind of finesse. Guard, you got to eat the weights, like literally. You got to eat the weights literally, because them guys come in there, like a Calais Campbell. You can't finesse Calais Campbell. He's not going to let you. But that's what we're saying about that. All right? That's Bruno's question. And he sent me his mock draft. I ain't going to go through it like that. It's, 1, 2. And I'll highlight it for a minute. He got McQueen at 34, Cushenberry at 49, Quara at 55, Van Jefferson at 92, Zuniga at 106, Pittman at 129, Mutai at 134, Quarterman at 160, James Prochet at 180, and Benito Jones at 198, which is not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, if it failed like that, I wouldn't be mad at that. That's a good mock draft for the Ravens. You got in that draft, you got Queen's probably gonna be a starter. Cushenberry's probably eventually gonna be a starter. Van Jefferson's probably gonna start. Zuniga could push for time. Okwara could push for time. Hell, Quarterman could push for time. So that's potential. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 5, maybe 6 potential starters, if not rotational guys, in there. So that's not a bad draft, Bruno. Let's go to question 2, and I'll get to the chat box in just a second. Question 2 is from Like Father Like Son. He says, Coach, what do you think about the Ravens drafting Chase Claypool in the second and converting him to tight end? Kind of like the Ravens did with former wide receiver Darren Waller. I like the idea of converting him to a tight end. I don't like the idea of drafting him in the second. I think we need to fill our needs first. And I don't think tight end is a pressing need for us. I do like the idea of getting him and converting him into a tight end. I just don't think the second round is where we want to take that pick on him, because even if we get him and convert him, he's still gonna be the third tight end. He's gonna be the third tight end. He's in my mind, there's no way he plays over Andrews or Boyer this year. If we had some kind of 3 tight end sets, which we do, he'd get in then, but he'd still be the third tight end. We want to get somebody that's gonna be first or second in the depth chart in the second round, and that's my opinion on that. All right, got another question in the email from Luis. He says, what's good, Coach? I got a few questions for you. Do you think Michael Pittman is a first-round talent? Michael Pittman is not a first-round talent. Michael Pittman's a good football player, not a first-round talent. The receiver class is so deep. If this class would have been average, maybe he'd been second. But this class is so deep. If you look at the consensus top 5 guys, you're looking at Judy, Ruggs, Lamb, not Van Jefferson, Justin Jefferson, and then you could throw Higgins out there. You could throw Mims out there. Some people throwing Shenault out there. I wouldn't. KJ Hamler. It's a bunch of guys you can throw out there, but I just don't think Pittman is a first round guy. Now he has a skill set about him that's gonna help somebody. He's gonna play this year for somebody. He's gonna get in somebody's receiver rotation. So I just don't think he's a first round talent. And Lewis's second question is, out of all your 9, I guess he mean my 9 receivers, Which one resembles Devontae Adams the most? So Devontae Adams got mad routes. So it's two people in my top 9 that got mad routes, and that's Jerry Jeudy and Van Jefferson. And so I would say Van Jefferson reminds me of Devontae Adams, especially with his route running. Devontae Adams can break you off real quick and have you looking foolish if you're not on your game. All right. So those are my 3 questions that sent to the email. And again, if you want to be a part of this for Tuesday, send your questions to sipthetally@gmail.com. That's where the emails go for the questions, with Coach. And so Tuesday will be the next show at 9. But let's go on. I got some questions actually on my community tab from somebody. So let me get to my community tab real quick, and then we'll go from there. I know y'all here for the mock draft. Give me 5 minutes, and we're gonna get to it. 5 minutes. I'm gonna get to that mock draft. Come on, internet. Take me to my page. And again, I appreciate you guys coming. If you could hit that like button while we in this little transition, I'd appreciate that. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button too. All right, here we go. Got my questions. So first question is from Jay Wheel, 501. I'm just seeing rumors of Jamal Adams getting traded. So this is actually the second question. I'm just seeing rumors of Jamal Adams getting traded. I don't know what the Jets want, but I would give up a 2020 first, a 2021 first, plus Judon for Adams. They say Adams won $15 million, and that would be cheaper than signing Judon to a long-term deal. Plus Judon only had 3 more sacks than Adams. Would you trade for Adams? If so, what would you trade for Adams from the Jets? From Jamal Adams from the Jets? Man, Jamal Adams he's Isaiah Simmons before Isaiah Simmons. That dude is, man, he's good. But I don't know if I like having draft capital. And I like grooming your own players. I do. And to give up your first in this year's draft and your first in next year's draft, that's gonna be tough for me. That's gonna be tough. Unless, they would have to give us picks also. Maybe like their second this year, and that would give us 3 second-round picks. We'd have to get something back. We can't just give them all that and all we get is Adams. We got to get something in return because safety that ain't a big need. It may be in the future, but today it ain't a huge need. Because I like Chuck Clark. We got Earl. And Jamal would definitely improve us. Don't get me wrong, he would definitely improve us. But I don't want to give up that much draft capital for one guy. That's my 2 cents. All right. His first question was, how do you feel about Liberty receiver Antonio Gandy Golden? I think he's okay. I don't think he's I don't even think he's gonna be drafted, honestly. I don't. Because it's just that many receivers out there. I don't think he's gonna be drafted. But he could make somebody's team as a practice squad guy and work his way into it. There's just so many receivers in this draft, man. So many. And then he says, I think him and Omar Bayless would be a late round steals at receiver. Now I do like Omar Bayless. I do. And his production, he had 93 catches for like 1,600 yards. His production can't be ignored. I like Omar Bayless to get picked late, and make somebody's team and be a steal. Once he learns the game and adjusts to the speed of the game, I think Omar Bayless could get him a good 5 to 10 year run in the NFL. I do. But those are the questions. So let me switch this thing over to get this mock draft popping. Let me check the chat box first. See what's going on in the chat box. I don't even have it up, so I don't know what's going on over here. We 25 deep. Carlo, I appreciate it. Appreciate you. We got the deuce in the super chat. Carlo, I appreciate it. Let's roll through these in the chat box real quick before we move on. Oh, that was just correcting me. Becton failed the drug test today. Oh Lord. Oh, is that true, Jay Will? Wow. Lombardo was on the Pat McAfee show, said we wouldn't draft Tua. Alex Bruno, third at best. Let me see. What's Jerry Judy's NFL player comp? Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams. Mel Kiper mentioned Marvin Harrison, a comparison to Judy. I think it's Devontae Adams. All right, but let's roll on into this mock draft. Let me get it up. So what I'm going to do is give you the first round for all 32. Let me see. All right, so my chat box is not up. Let me pop it out real quick. Let me go back. Let me pop my chat box out because I know y'all going to talk about me while we going. So let me pop my chat box out so I can put it on another spot. I like Donovan Peoples-Jones. If we picked him up as a second receiver, I wouldn't mind at all. Pop out chat. All right. Move that over here. There we go. Now we in the game. Oh, now we ain't in the game yet. About to be in the game. 1 second. Bear with me. Now we in the game. So, let me pull the chat box back up. Good. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, I appreciate you coming from Voch. Appreciate it. Drew Bear. So this is what we got. Let me see. Can y'all see it on the screen? I'm using PFF's mock draft simulator. And the reason I like PFF's because I can trade back, which is a big possibility for the Ravens to do. And so you'll see that once I do my Ravens mock draft Tuesday. But today, we top 32. I'm going to give you a little kickback with it. We've been at it 20 minutes strong, so we're going to try to get out of here, keep it under out. So start mock. Pre-draft trades, no. We're going to go straight to it. Let me see what y'all got on the screen, see if y'all can see. All right, first pick. That's the Bengals. We know the Bengals are picking Joe Burrow. At least I think they picking Joe Burrow. At least I hope they picking Joe Burrow. So Bengals draft Joe Burrow. Easy. Second pick, the Redskins. This is where it gets interesting. They're suggesting Tua. And Voch had this huge debate on his channel. Let me open the chat box up because this is a debate that's probably going to go on until Thursday. Who do you think the Redskins going to pick? Because they have, appreciate the dudes like father like son, Becton would fall like Tunsil. So instead of a weed and a gas mask, he's failed drug test guy. Failed drug test guy. Hope long as he's not gun under the seat guy, we should be good. But I saw where somebody had a messed up sample from a couple days ago. I don't remember who that was. They had like a diluted sample. It might have been Bond. Might have been Zach Bond that had a diluted sample. Somebody had diluted sample the other day when I was talking about it. But so back to Tua. So y'all think the Redskins should draft Tua or Chase? Tua or Chase? They have Haskins. But they got new management, and they may want to bring in their own guy. I personally think they're going to Chase Young. So I'm going to take Chase Young here. And so what I'm doing is I'm putting it in the mindset if I'm drafting for them. I'm taking Chase Young. Because I think it's too early to give up on Haskins. I really think it's too early to give up on Haskins. He had 1 year. He didn't even have a whole year. He had, the last 6-7 games maybe. So you can't give up on that investment that early. And to have two young quarterbacks, they already tried that. If you don't remember, they drafted RG3 and Kirk Cousins at the same time. So they've been down that road. So I think they're going to go Chase Young. And Chase Young is one of the better prospects I've seen in a long, long time. All right, so Detroit's up now. They have a quarterback. So let's remove Tua from this situation. Okuda. I think they lost Slay. I think they lost big play Slay. So I'm going to give them Jeff Okuda right here to kind of replace him and then go from there. All right, next, you have New York Giants. New York Giants also have their QB. So Tua's not in play there. Isaiah Simmons or Tristan Wirfs. Tristan Wirfs. Now, the Giants, they have a young QB. They have an electrifying running back. What else do they have? Evan Ingram at tight end. Not much else. The Giants need a lot of help. And what's good for a young quarterback? Somebody to protect him. But I don't think Worse is that guy. I think it's him. I think it's Andrew Thomas. Appreciate the 5 on it, Jay Will. I got 5 on it. They said 10 players failed drug tests. Ian Rappaport just posted it on Twitter. Woo! Uh-oh. It's about to get interesting. Because them 10 guys, if their names come out, there's some sliding going on. If those 10 guys' names come out, there's some sliding going on. And that looks good for the people in the back of the first round. Rubs hand like Birdman. But for the Giants, we taking Andrew Thomas. All right, next up, the Dolphins. Need a QB. Now, there was a huge debate just going on in the chat box I was in. And they were saying that somebody was saying they would take Ryan Tannehill. Not Ryan Tannehill. The beard guy. Fitzmagic. And just build around it and then get a quarterback next year. I don't think the Dolphins are that patient. I really don't. It makes plenty of sense to take all those. Because look how many picks they got. I don't know if y'all can see this on my screen. Look how many picks they got. They got the 5th. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Cats got 14 picks. 14. But I don't think they're patient enough to wait on a QB. I think they get 2 in there and try to get Fitzpatrick to train him up. So I'm going to go Dolphins with 2 here. Next up, the Chargers. Chargers lost Phillip Rivers. Right here it says I said Simmons, but I don't think Simmons will fall to him right here. Who quarantines? Oh, they quarantine smoking. They chill. Right, they don't have nothing to do. Work out and smoke. The Chargers. They lost their QB. They got Tyrod as a backup, if I'm not mistaken. Tyrod's their backup. So if we scroll down, Justin Herbert would be the next QB. Do you think the Chargers jump up that high to get a QB at, 6? Or do they pick best player available? Because Tyrod don't suck. And we all know that as Ravens fans. Tyrod does not suck. So for them, but it's hard to pass up a QB. And this pick would probably be traded. Because, they love QBs and the top 2 gone. And somebody that need a QB think they may not get them. So I'm going to give him Justin Herbert. All right, next, the Panthers up. Panthers need some of everything. Somebody asked me, do I actually like Justin Herbert? I think, what's the guy's name? I think Brent Coleman was spot on in his analysis of Herbert. Inconsistent. He's inconsistent. He made some great throws. I really liked what he did against who they played in the Rose Bowl. Was it Wisconsin? He really commanded the offense, and I kind of like Herbert, but he was really consistent. Panthers, Simmons. To me, let's see who's up under. You need Simmons. You need a guy. They lost Kuechly. You need a guy to come in and play a little defense. They lost Kuechly. So Arizona, I think they go with Worse here because they need to build that offensive line to keep Lil Kyler Murray up. Next we have Jacksonville. Now Jacksonville lost some of everything. They lost Calais Campbell. They traded Ramsey earlier. They lost the other cornerback that was pretty good. I forget his name. And Yannick is very disgruntled and do not want to be there. Extremely disgruntled and don't want to be there. So I'm assuming Yannick probably get traded on draft day. He'll probably get traded on draft day. If not, right before or right after. But so for Jacksonville, let's run. Got a young quarterback. Do they believe in Gardner Minshew though? That is the question. Do they believe in Gardner Minshew? Frankie B dropped 5 in the super chat. If he is inconsistent, why draft him so high compared to a guy like Jalen? You mean Jalen Hurts? Is that who you're talking about, Frankie B? Once you answer me, I'll let you know if you're talking about Jalen Hurts. But for the Jaguars, let's give him Derek Brown to try to replace Calais Campbell and at least have some kind of defensive force up there after they got rid of every darn body, this past year. Next up, the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns. Now, I'm going to tell you the Cleveland Browns roster is not bad. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. They have a good. What y'all think about Yannick for 1 hour seconds? Do it. Let's do it. If it's an even swap like that, do it. Yannick for 1 hour seconds. It's an even swap. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Cleveland Browns. What I was saying about their roster. Receivers. They good at receiver. Running back. They good at running back. Baker is okay from the neck down. If he gets the neck up part right, look out. Defense. Corners, they're good. Safety, they're good. D-line, they got probably one of the hardest guys to block in the league. The only thing I really think they really need is somebody to help, on offense. And I'm going to give them Willis right here. Jets. Jets lost their top tier receiver. They need speed, because they don't have anybody that can run fast. Ruggs. The Raiders, Las Vegas, and this Las Vegas almost threw me off for a minute. The Las Vegas Raiders at number 12. The Raiders love speed, so if Ruggs probably wasn't gone, he probably would have been gone this pick. But what do the Raiders need the most? Their quarterback is inconsistent. Receivers. Oh, that salved it right there. I didn't have an answer for him. Judy, you going to Las Vegas? San Francisco, here at 13, I think they got this pick because they traded one of their D linemen, I think. And so I think they're going to try to get somebody to replace that guy because they're stout up front. They just going to slide Kinlaw in and replace the guy they lost. And they'll keep getting after the quarterback because that's what they do. They get after the quarterback and play zone behind it. Next up, Tampa Bay. So Tampa Bay has to go that QB now. Let's check this list. Let me make sure y'all can still see over here. Can y'all still see what's going on? Hold on, let me help you out. There we go. Just make sure y'all can still see. Get my chat box back up. There we go. All right. Tampa Bay. They got to go that QB. Their running back is okay. Defense. I think they need to go defense here. So, and to me, it's out of these two guys, C.J. Henderson or Christian Fulton. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. Both of them face top-tier competition all season. I'm going to go Christian Fulton, though. I don't think you can go wrong either one right there. Denver Broncos. So, Denver they have a young QB. They don't really have a receiver that comes to my mind. They don't really have a receiver. Running back, they got light-skinned guy with all the hair, undrafted guy, which had a chance to be at the Ravens, but we got good, so I ain't gonna complain. Receiver, tackle, cornerback, safety. They need some weapons around that QB, so I'm gonna go CD Lamb here. I know Vosh gonna hate me because he wanted CD Lamb in Dallas, but hey, this is my mock draft, not his. All right, at number 16, the Falcons. Falcons got our beloved Hayden Hurst. They get Julio back. They got who else on? They got Todd Gurley, TG. So offensively, they straight for the most part. They need to be able to stop somebody. And in that conference, you're gonna have to stop some people. You're sitting there. You're looking at Mike Evans. You're looking at what's the receiver for the Saints? Michael Thomas. Who else is in there? And then I don't really know what the Panthers got at receiver. I just know they got Christian McCaffrey, and they paid him all that money. He probably gonna catch every ball. He probably gonna have 100 catches and 1,500 yards rushing. They paid him all that money. He gonna touch the ball almost every play, and probably ain't gonna last 2 years. I hate it for him though. because he's too small to get all that production. Well, to get all those carries and touches. I'm sorry, but we're gonna go C.J. Henderson here for the Falcons. Next up, the Dallas Cowboys. What do the Dallas Cowboys need? Offensively, at QB they straight. Running back they straight. At receiver they have Amari Cooper. They have Gallup. They don't have a 3 receiver. So let's look at what receivers on the board. Next receiver that's up here is Higgins, Shenault. Why is Shenault this high? Denzel Mims. All right. So O-line. Let's see what they have O-line. O-line wise. They got one of the better O-lines. They're aging, but they got one of the better O-lines. And I wouldn't dare give them Mutai. So on the back end, they need somebody on the back end. They lost their cornerback. Let's see what they got. Let's see what's up at cornerback. Diggs at Alabama, A.J. Terrell at Clemson. What about safety? That's what. Let's give them Delpit. Grant Delpit. Grant Delpit is gonna be a deep safety for years and years and years and years and years to come. So the Cowboys are gonna take Delpit at 17. Next up, you got Miami Dolphins, one of their 300 picks in this draft. They need help everywhere. First pick they picked. I think I gave them Tua the first pick, so they need somebody to protect Tua. Let's go with Josh Jones. And they can, if he don't pan out at tackle, they can move him in the guard. If he don't pan out at tackle, they can move him in the guard. The Raiders are up again. Raiders. Who we gave Raiders first? Their first pick. We gave the Raiders. Who else? LV. Jerry Jeudy. All right. As far as all the guys that are up here, I would give them Epinesa, but they picked high last year with the kid from Clemson, and he didn't really pan out. But he was only a rookie, so I hate throwing rookies away after year one, unless they just were horrible. Unless they got the opportunities and they were horrible. But so I wouldn't give them Epinesa right here because they took an edge guy last year. Xavier McKinney could fit there. Justin Jefferson could fit there. Patrick Queen could fit there. Becton could possibly fit there, but Becton, according to our chat box, failed the drug test, so Becton may slide. But so let's see. They like speed. The Raiders they've always liked speed, so we're gonna give them Jalen Rager. The Raiders have always been a speed team, and even if management changed, that philosophy still sits there. The Raiders love speed. Back up to Jacksonville. And so, the needs for Jacksonville, like I said, they lost all the defensive guys. They got a young QB. I don't think they're going to draft a QB. I think they're going to bring somebody in. So let's see who's on McKinney. They lost both of their corners. Let's give them Diggs. Going Diggs from Alabama. And then there's probably a stretch for them, but I'm trying to rebuild what they lost when they got rid of Bouye and God, leave these names pop in my head. When they got rid of Bouye and traded Ramsey to the Rams. That's what it is. They traded Ramsey to the Rams. So we give them Diggs. Next up, the Eagles. Eagles need somebody to replace D-Jack, or at least to be behind D-Jack. And that's where Rager would have fit right there, but he's gone. Justin Jefferson just not that guy. T. Higgins not that guy. I don't think Chenault's that guy. Denzel Mims may be that guy. But let's see what else is out there. McKinney, defensively. They lost a linebacker, too. They lost one of their good linebackers to free agency. So matter of fact, let's run Queen down. Let's run Queen to the Philadelphia Eagles. Minnesota Vikings. Great defense. Great running back. Had 3 good receivers. I'm including the tight end that had, but now they got rid of Diggs. So now all they have receiver wise, they tight end that be just mauling people, and Adam Thielen. So let's see what's on the board. Xavier McKinney, Epinesa. There you go, right there. That's you. That's a perfect fit, right? If I ever saw a perfect fit, Justin Jefferson right here is that fit. He's gonna work well with Thielen, and they just got to find. They now I will say they still need to find a over the top guy. They will say they need to find an over the top guy. And I think John Moore put in there they just lost their top three corners. But if we look at the corners, oh, they do have AJ Terrell. Appreciate you, John Moore. That's my assistant GM right there. John Moore, my assistant GM. Let's go AJ Terrell right here. Hey, good job. Hey, John Moore, you hired. Appreciate you. Next up is the New England Patriots. And when's the last time the Patriots drafted in the early 20s or above? When? It's been a long time. A long time. I don't think they're going to reach for a quarterback. They're going to try to build and bring somebody in. Bill is a defensive guru. He does more with less. I think he takes this guy right here and turns him into a freak. I think he takes this guy right here and turns him into a freak. Jalen Reagor in the top 20. Dude dropped so many passes in college. He did. It's about 4 guys that didn't drop balls in college. They're only in this draft. It's about 4. Judy, Ruggs, C.D. Lamb. Let's see, who else? And Justin Jefferson. Those are the 4 guys you can't put drop passes with anybody else in the draft. There are 4 guys. So, Saints. Let's see what the Saints got. Let me try to analyze their roster real quick. Drew Brees at QB. They lost Bridgewater, but I think they're going to use Taysom as the backup. Receiver, they got Mike. They still got Ginn. They got number 10. That's pretty fast. Edge guys. Let's see what they got edge-wise. They got Cam Jordan. They got another defensive tackle that's pretty good. Linebacker, they're average. And DB, they're not very average at DB. So here's my dilemma. You can go Xavier McKinney, could probably start for him right now. Justin Jefferson would does Justin Jefferson crack their top 3? He'd be in a fight to get on the field as one of the top receivers there, so I don't pick Justin Jefferson there. Becton, the Saints O-line pretty good. T. Higgins, we're just going to skip past receivers right here. So the next guy up is out of McKinney and Chason. McKinney and Chase. I know Chason would love to be there. Chason would put butts in the seat as well as give you all he got. Just think about Chason on the other side of Cam Jordan. Because Cam Jordan don't get the attention. You chase him over there one-on-one. And even if he don't get you but 8 sacks, that's good for a rookie. It's good for a rookie. So let's give him a chase on. He stay home in the bayou. Chase on stay home in the bayou. The Vikings up again. Let's see what we gave the Vikings earlier. AJ Terrell, the cornerback. And like John Moore said, they lost 3 corners. They still need to replace receiver. So they get Justin Jefferson here. And again, it just happened to fit right. It fit right again. Miami Dolphins at 26 for their 15th pick in the first round. Let's see who Miami got so far. Let's see what can y'all see on the screen. Make sure y'all can see the screen. Yeah, y'all still can see it good. All right. Miami got Tua first. Then they got Josh Jones. Maybe slide him in the guard. Defensively, that's what they need defensively. They need some of everything defensively because they got rid of Minka. So trade the Alabama guy away, draft the Alabama guy. Xavier McKinney replace Minka Fitzpatrick. All right. Next, Seattle Seahawks. Probably losing Clowney. They're probably going to lose Clowney. Well, Clowney's a free agent, so let's say he's lost. Who keep texting? All right, that's over with. Get my train of thought back. They're probably losing Clowney. How much longer can Russell Wilson make a living throwing to 5'2"? What's the Seattle little receiver number 16? How much longer can he make a living throwing to that guy? Oh, I forgot about DK. Never mind. Forgot about Metcalf. So that takes Higgins out. Takes these receivers out. Cornerback. Do we want gas mask Becton here at 27? Or do we want to go defense? Because if Bond failed that drug test, let's slide him on down. They got good linebackers. They got the kid from Mississippi State and another All Pro guy. We can look at Aquara here. We can. I ain't high on Weaver. I think Aquara and Gross Matos should be way higher than Weaver. So let's give him an edge guy. Not Zach Bond because he drug test guy. Makai Becton probably drug test guy based off what came from the chat box. So let's give them YGM, Yetur Gross Matos. Yetur Gross Matos to try to replace what they're going to lose with what's his name? I just said it. I just drawing blanks right now. Drawing blanks. Clowning. That's who it is. Jadeveon Clowning. All right, now. We at 28. So what I'm going to do is let you guys kind of tell me what you want to do. I am not picking my guy right here. I'm not picking my guy right here. I'm not. So don't feel like it was already locked in. I'm not picking my guy right here. So I'm going to let the chat box try to throw their names out there to see who should go at 28. I left the list up there to see what's up there. I left the list. Becton's there. Could play guard maybe. But at that height, maybe not. T. Higgins. I'm not picking Chenault, so don't ask. Don't even put Chenault's name up there. I'm not picking Chenault. Denzel Mims is there. Cesar Ruiz is there. Zach Bond's there. Kenneth Murray's there. Okwara's there. I'm not picking Cushionberry. I'm not. I'm not picking Ruiz either. If I pick an interior lineman, it's going to be Cushionberry. I think we trade back right here. It could be Mims. And Troy, what's going to happen is when I do my mock draft for just the Ravens Tuesday, we going to trade out at 28. I can almost guarantee you we're going to trade out 28. Unless something crazy happens with the way the computer does the draft, we're going to trade out 28. Murray or Mims? Mims, we can get Willie Gay late. I like that idea. Because we need two linebackers now. Not just Willie Gay, we need two linebackers. Mims for me. Cush. Jay Will, I told you not picking Cush. Mims is a good blend of what we need. Murray. So looking like Murray or Mims. Let's see how many Murrays we got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Murray. Got to pick Zach. Willie Gay's the man. Want him in a second. Like father, like son. No, I can't do Ruiz. I just can't do it. Not going to happen. Sorry. Let's go Murray. Go Murray. And now we can just get somebody to compliment him later on. Kenneth Murray. All right. 3 more picks to go. Tennessee Titans at 29. Tennessee lost a good interior D lineman. Are there any good ones up here? Ross Blaylock for TCU. What offensively? What do they have? They got running back. They're okay at receiver. But T. Higgins could fit what they do. T. Higgins could complement AJ. He definitely could complement AJ. But so could Denzel Mims. I'm going to get the Titans Mims. Because they got AJ to work underneath and intermediate. And Mims could blow the top off for him. Green Bay. So if you just imagine T. Higgins on the team of Green Bay. So I don't know if they still have, I don't think they have the tight end anymore, Jimmy Graham. But they got probably one of the better route runners in the league on the other side. Devontae Adams. Not Devontae Adams. Yeah, Devontae Adams. T. Higgins. And you just think about T. Higgins' highlight tape. A lot of those balls, he caught a lot of awkward balls. Too high, too low, halfway out of bounds, sliding down. He's not going to have to catch those type of balls if he go to Green Bay. A-Rod gonna put it on the money. On the money. And I can see T. Higgins in Green Bay getting about 60 catches this year. Especially if they and the way they run the ball, they can run the ball a little bit now. I think T. Higgins would fit well, but let me make sure. Let me make sure before I just dive off of there. Because Becton's still up here too. And Green Bay is trying to run the ball more. Man, it's tough between these two. I'm going to give him T. Higgins. All right, who's next? San Francisco. San Francisco needs a guy. They had a pick early, and I gave them Kinlaw. They need, and they lost. Didn't they lose Sanders? Did San Francisco lose Sanders? So we give him a receiver right here. No. Chanel? No. Ayuk? No. They are not first round guys to me. Hamler? Maybe. I'm going to give him Gladney. They need a guy that's opposite of Richard Sherman. Because Richard Sherman's a zone guy. They need at least a man guy that can attempt to lock somebody down, maybe, in their second or third year. So we're going to give him Gladney. Kansas City Chiefs at 32. Chanel, no. They need help defensively. Ayuk, no. Zach Bond, Wingfield. Antoine Wingfield looks crazy right here. Antoine Wingfield. Kansas City. Because they straight on offense. Maybe not offensive line, but they straight. Oh, there it is right there. Offensive line. Mekhi Becton. There you go. There it is. Let's see if it's on the screen. Give me a second. So, to recap, Joe Burrow at 1, Chase Young at 2. And so you really can't see this, so let me kind of tell you how it is. What's the key? What's the key? I don't know what the key is yet, but let's go through it real quick. Joe Burrow at 1. Chase Young at 2. Okuda at 3 to the Lions. Andrew Thomas 4 at the Giants. Tua number 5 to the Dolphins. Justin Herbert 6 to the Chargers. And I don't know if that's gonna happen. I think this pick gets traded, but it's here for the time being. Isaiah Simmons to the Panthers. Tristan Wirfs to the Cardinals. Derek Brown from Auburn to the Jaguars. Willis from Alabama to Cleveland. Ruggs from Alabama also to the Jets because they lost their speed guy. Jerry Jeudy to the Raiders. Ken Law to replace the D lineman that San Francisco lost. Fulton from LSU to help Tampa Bay on the defensive end because they're solid offensively. They just, James put them in a bunch of bad situations, so Fulton will help out there. CeeDee Lamb to the Broncos. C.J. Henderson to the Falcons. They need help defensively. They picked up a lot of offensive firepower, and they probably going to get a healthy Julio back. Grant Delpit to the Cowboys. They need help on the back end. Josh Jones to the Dolphins. If you can't play tackle, just move him in the guard. Jalen Reagor to the Raiders. They value speed. The main speed guy up here was where is he? Ruggs. So I can see them taking Jalen Reagor or the fast kid from Penn State, Hamler. But Trayvon Diggs, which is Stephon Diggs' brother, going to Jacksonville to try to rebuild that defense. Patrick Queen stepping in to replace the linebacker that Philadelphia lost. A.J. Terrell to help the Vikings. They lost a lot of their cornerbacks. Epinesa goes to New England, and Bill Parcells turns them into a monster because Bill Parcells is a defensive genius. 24, Chase Young stays in the Bayou with the Saints. Go on the other side of Cam Jordan. Look for a good rookie year for Chase Young because he's opposite of Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan's going to get it. And they have another defensive tackle. I really can't remember his name. That's good also. Where we at? Chase Young. Oh, here we go. Justin Jefferson to the Vikings to replace Stephon Diggs. He can Okay, y'all know I value SEC production over everything, over all conferences. 1,500 yards, 18 touchdowns in the SEC. On top of, he had somebody else on his team that had 1,800 yards, 20 TDs. It's a good fit right here. This dude will be a good fit wherever he goes. Wherever he goes. Xavier McKinney at the Dolphins to replace what they lost in the safety they traded. He went to Alabama also. Fitzpatrick. Yetur Gross-Matos to try to fill the void they lost from shoot. Why did I can't this guy again slipped my mind again. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Because everybody won for the Ravens. Everybody won on the Ravens team. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. Put it in the chat box. Kenny Murray to the Ravens because that was probably we're probably gonna trade back from this pick, but that he sat there and he's probably the best value for us right there. Denzel Mims to the Titans to get somebody opposite of AJ Brown so they can have more of a deep threat. They got a good, decent tight end. AJ Brown's probably gonna be one of the better receivers in the league coming up, and Mims would kind of be the guy that don't have to produce as much right now, can kind of grow into his role. T. Higgins for Green Bay, gonna get some great balls. He got great height, got great hands. Don't have to be super openy because Aaron Rodgers is gonna put it on the dime. So, his not having fast twitch is not an issue, and plus he's sneaky yak guy. If you watch my tape or anybody else's tape, or if you just watch game on T. Higgins yourself, T. Higgins is a sneaky yak guy. Jeff Gladney to San Francisco to kind of, help out on the back end of that defense because they need somebody that can just attempt to shut somebody down. And I'm not saying that because Sherman can't, but Sherman's a zone guy. Sherman excels his zone. Every now and then he get caught in a man situation and he'll deliver or he'll get beat. But he's a zone guy, more so. And so getting Jeff Gladney would kind of help when you just gotta, hey, you go cover that guy. When we call it cat coverage. Hey, you go cover that cat over there. All right. And the Chiefs, which is offensively, skill wise, they're probably the most complete team I've seen in a long time, skill wise. Defense up front, they have Chris Jones that's wreaking havoc. The linebackers are okay. They got the Honey Badger on the back end. They got number 21 on the back end that's long. So I could have went corner here for them, but I think O-line is one of their iffy spots too, corner and O-line. So I just went Becton since he was still on board, and he can go out there and maul folks with that RPO type deal that Kansas City likes to do. He kind of did some of that stuff at Louisville, and once he gets his hands on you, you kind of disappear. So I'll scroll back through so y'all can see it real quick. Get into the chat box for a minute. For 2 minutes, actually. We've been running for 58 minutes. Let's see what this chat box looking like. I neglected my chat box. Trying to make sure I got y'all right. There we go. Let's see. Clowning. That's what I was thinking about. Appreciate it. Purple Kool-Aid got me tripping. So, with that being said, Corey Davis not gone. Corey Davis is still there. John, Corey Davis is still there. With that being said, throw a grade on that joint for me. We got about 2 minutes before I shut it down. Throw a grade on that joint for me. What y'all think about it? Likes, dislikes, boy, you crazy. That'll never happen. Oops, you stupid. Throw it out there real quick before we get up out of here. Pop my chat box back. Restore chat. I know y'all see it on the screen, but let's make it happen. There we go. Go back here. Boom, boom, boom. So we good. No grades for us. And I don't know if they're not coming through or whatnot. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This is my mock draft, and it's going to be the only full mock draft you get. So Tuesday, you'll get a 4 rounds Raven mock draft. 4 rounds of Raven mock draft. So It'll be 4 rounds of just the Ravens. The other guys are kind of through, and we're probably going to trade back at 28. But I'm going to tell you this: I've been practicing with it and whatnot. I've been able to feel all our needs in round 2. I've done it like 6 or 7 times, practicing, just trying to make sure it would work for a stream. I've been able to feel all our needs in round 2. Then we go after our wants. All right. Let's see. We got some grades over here before I close out. B, I think the Chiefs gonna draft Swift, and they could. That would fit there. Only because the Raiders double down at receiver. Rob Smoke B plus. I just don't see Trevon or Rager in the first, and that could be. It could be. I know the Eagles love speed, and I know not the Eagles. I know the Raiders love speed, and the kid from Alabama would fit there for them, but he's gone because the Jets need a over the top guy also, and so to me, they either they love speed, and you just got to know the history of the Raiders. They love guys that can run. They don't care if you can catch. They don't care if you got 2 bricks on your hands. They love guys that can run. Then they pray that you can catch. All right. So with that being said, we've been running for 59 minutes. I appreciate you guys coming through. Make sure if you want your questions answered on the stream Tuesday, which will probably be the last stream before the draft, and I hate to do it, but Thursday I'll be live streaming also for that first round. Come through and mess with your boy on Thursday, 8 o'clock. When the draft kicks off, I'll be here live streaming, talking about the different picks. And I'm probably going to screenshot this mock I just did and see how close it is to what actually happens. All right. With that being said, man, I appreciate you guys for coming through. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me shout out my super chats again. Shout out my super chats again. Where they at? Frankie B, 5 spot, I appreciate it. J Will, 5 spot, I appreciate it. Like father, like son, Deuce. And Iron Carlo, Deuce. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate it big time. Again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. See you guys Tuesday for questions with Coach and my Ravens, specifically mock draft. And you guys have a good weekend. Let me see. Hey, Coach, what do you think we get in safety Xavier McKinney with our first pick? I do not, Figueroa. I do not. I think our first pick is going to be in the second round, and it's going to be a linebacker or interior lineman. All right? Maybe a receiver. I don't think we're going to mess with McKinney or Delpit in the first round. All right? And that's it. I appreciate you guys for tuning in again. This is Coach Evans from Sip the Talent Films. Wash your hands. Be safe. Drink your purple Kool-Aid. See you when I see you. Peace.